we have another question from the floor. What specific plans do you have for improving the safety of the downtown core? And we will begin with Miriam on this question. Miriam?
I think when we're thinking about our downtown, we need to recognize that it's the hub of a lot of different activity. It's where we see a diverse range of personalities and backgrounds. And safety isn't just about having more cops on the roads. And this is where I agree with Patty and with Alan. As mayor, it would be my responsibility to advocate for more and stronger social support networks that work with our existing vibrant social services sector to get to the root causes of crime. This is, well, you're happy with that response, that's great. I will pass it off to Daryl Bennett.
Daryl?
Thank you, Mike. Safety downtown, are we talking about the reality or the perception? There's a perception in the city of Peterborough that there's an unsafe condition until you talk to some of the people who use the downtown on a regular basis. Yes, we have some people who are somewhat semi-aggressive on occasion. Yes, we have activities that are not palatable to all of us, but we tolerate them as best we can. We have put in place with our downtown policy that we just released this month, we're going to, on a trial basis, attempt to assist with the safety issues through the use of cameras, through the use of bringing on additional police-type activity in the downtown core, and to promote cleanup of the downtown on a regular basis. That will assist in many, many ways with what is the perception of the safety is. And I believe the downtown is safe. I've never had a problem down there. I've talked to some people who do run into difficulties, and we deal with that as best we can.
Alan?
Is it perception? Is it a reality? It really doesn't matter which of those two you want to answer. The fact is that the seniors of this community, who make up for almost 20% of it and a lot more than 20% of the wealth of this community, are afraid to go downtown. So there's something has to be done to fix that. I have been a proponent of cameras downtown since I was chair of the Police Services Board. But cameras usually don't deter crime. They minimalize it in a minimal way perhaps, but they help greatly to reduce the cost of investigation of crime. So I support them for that reason. Lights, bright lights, lots of light seems to deter crime as well. We have a panhandler issue downtown. I've never been accosted by them, and I frankly often give them the coins out of my pocket. We have a wonderful police service. I will oppose with everything I've got hiring rent-a-cops to patrol downtown Peterborough. It will never happen if I have anything to do with it. We have professional police officers who are trained how to help mental health issues, etc. We need to focus on the total package for fixing downtown.
Patty?
Well, you've heard my thoughts about what has to be done in partnership with the province and the federal government. But safety is different for every individual. In the areas that I go downtown, and many of you know that I am indeed involved in with the marginalized in the community. I spend a lot of times anywhere, depending on the night, anywhere between 10 and 3 o'clock in the morning downtown. And I'm sure that Mr. Bennett doesn't go some of the places that I go. I have picked people up off the floor that have overdosed, that have been injured, that are bleeding. They know me very well up at PRHC. We have individuals, and you notice that I think the word that Mr. Bennett used was, we tolerate them. It's hard to comment after you hear a comment like that, because it's not about tolerating someone. It's about dealing with the issues.
Patty, we have to cut you off there at
Thank
1
you.
minute. Tom, and then we'll get to some rebuttals. Tom first, for your comments.
I think the secret to safety in the downtown, as well as any other area of the city, is to keep the line of communication open among neighbors. I mean, neighbors should not be strangers to each other.
Thank you, Tom. Miriam, and then Alan.
On that what I'm hearing around the city is that that perception, real or not, is hurting business. It's hurting our downtown. And yes, I agree with Patty, we need to do more than just tolerate. We need to do more than just sweep under the rug what is not pleasing to the eye. We need to take responsibility and recognize that a mayor is everybody's mayor, regardless of vulnerability and regardless of what they contribute. I would act as a strong advocate with senior levels of government to make sure that we take that ownership.
The one thing that you should not do as a community, and we would not do as a community in Peterborough, is re-victimize the victims. We have a consortium of resources working together to try and help people in need in downtown Peterborough. It's led by the detectives in our detective office at our police station. It involves Canadian Mental Health, it involves other agencies. We have to fund that sort of work to solve what is a higher than one can imagine drugs problem, addictions problem in the downtown of the city of Peterborough. We have to address it.
I just want to make a comment about the suggestion of security that are non-police downtown. We have some very volatile individuals who are downtown, and any businesses that do locate on George Street and the surrounding area know about those. The police already have a relationship with the majority of those individuals, and they are able to diffuse situations very, very quickly. It's not going to work with security. There is the lack of respect that these individuals have, and they feel that there are going to be no penalties if something should occur.
That's time. Thanks, Patty. Seeing no further rebuttals, this one first.